Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And guys, you can win 500 XRP by pressing the like button, being subscribed, and commenting something down below. Because if we hit 2,000 likes within 24 hours, we're giving away 500 XRP. It is insane, and it's so simple to enter, so don't forget to do that. Having said that though, guys, today, another pretty serious episode. Will the pandemic kill the penny? US lawmakers have tried repeatedly to eliminate 1-cent coins in recent years, but the penny remains a stubborn and often annoying part of American life. But as the outbreak has made people fearful of touching cash, some believe the penny's days are finally numbered. Quote, "I think this is going to kill the penny in 2 years," end quote, says Arik Schlittelman, the CEO of global payment company Rapid. Schlittelman, that's, guys, please don't quote me on that one. Schlittelman, I'm trying my best here. Notes other countries, including Ireland and Canada, got rid of their pennies nearly a decade ago, and that governments around the world are eyeing the pandemic as an opportunity to reduce reliance on cash, a form of payment that is both inefficient but also unhygienic. So to that, I want to say, I'm personally really a cash man. I'm going to say it to you guys out loud right now. I've always been, and only the last couple of years, I've been kind of going astray from really being completely financed with cash. Used to do every single thing with cash as much as possible. Last 2 years, I think, I started to change. I think the main reason for that is they're making these non-cash things so freaking available, so simple, so out there, that there's not really that many initiatives to go for cash. Sometimes, like for example, in the buses, you can't even pay with cash anymore. You gotta have a card, which is to a certain degree strange, because what if you really don't have a card, right? You're kind of screwed, but yes. And also the fact that you have all these, no touch types of cards and everything like that is just so convenient. However, what I've also noticed is that for businesses, it is very, very convenient if you get rid of cash. Because what has been proven in studies, and I saw that on Dave Ramsey, they went over to studies and yada, yada, yada. You spend about 18% more, 18 to 20% more if you're using plastic, which really, if I relate it to myself, is the truth. If I have a $100 bill in my hand right now, there's going to be less of a chance I want to break it for a $1 ice cream, right? Because, well, your $100 bill for all the freaking change in your hand, yeah, it's going to be very annoying. So I ain't going to do that. If it's just, paying with my card, I don't care if it's $1, if it's $3 or 5 cents. Who cares, right? And I think that's also one of the reasons they're trying to get rid of your cash, because it makes and gives them a stronger position. Another one theory we went over a little bit earlier was the fact, and again, that's something that is really factual in my mind, but it's not, objective. It's not like factual info. It's just, just something I really, really, really believe. And that is the fact that people, and most likely the government, no, I would say I would have to phrase it differently. People are still holding onto coins, and the government is kind of afraid that people are hoarding coins. Right? People are hoarding coins. Let me elaborate that a little bit for you. So if you've ever had a macroeconomical class, you know what I'm talking about here, or every other economical class. But basically what happens is the government wants you to always spend, sort of as much money as possible. Most likely. All right. In some cases, they want you to save, but we're not talking about deflational situations right now or anything crazy like that. In most of the situations, they want you to spend your money. And basically what happens is if you have some precious metal, you're most likely to really save it a little bit more. And that kind of sounds strange, right? Because, well, on a card, like I just said, you're more eager to spend. Well, yeah, but it's a little bit different. With your card, you're a lot less eager to really save your money. And saving could also be good for the banking system. But even if you were to save with a card, right, you're saving it within their system. If you're hoarding the cash in real cash, which they don't want, you're hoarding it on your person, which they have no control over. They can't see. They can't do anything with it. They can't loan it out. They don't have control over what type of money you have. And they don't control the metals, right? And that's something that I think the government always wants, is to have control over every single piece possible, right? Anti-money laundering is also another issue with all of this. And hopefully my story made a little bit of sense, because I dropped something and I kind of got distracted. But I think it makes a lot of sense here. They have all the ideas to get rid of cash piece by piece. And I think in the US, with the rednecks, I'm sorry if you guys are redneck and you don't like me saying that. I think it's just I don't think it's a mean thing to say, right? I don't know though. I'm not US. I don't know if redneck is something you shouldn't say to people. If they're really rednecks and if they come out for it. I don't know though. Yeah, but rednecks, like Dave Ramsey said, they're always gonna have their cash. And I also think that in the US you have the most, population that's gonna be like, oh, you want to get rid of pennies? I didn't think so, buddy. You're gonna get rid of pennies. You better get rid of my American flag then, buddy. Because I ain't getting rid of my pennies and things like that. That's kind of how I feel about it. Where people are so, against changes like that because it's taken away from their freedom. They want pennies because, well, it's convenient. So why would you get rid of it? Why would you have to take in their money and never give it back? Because it's pennies. Once they take them in, you can't get them back because they're not going to be coming out anymore. It's taken away from your day-to-day life, maybe. Well, basically, I think it's all about control. It's all about the idea. And it's just something I'm kind of thinking about more and more and more. Now they can blame it on, it's about hygiene and all of that, but I don't know about that. I just feel like this is just a part of a bigger move that's going on as they want to get rid of coins piece by piece. We talked earlier about the coin shortage. We talked earlier about them getting rid of cash piece by piece because of making everything digital. We talked about them trying to ease us into digital payments and all of that because first of all, we'll spend more, which they always like. We'll most likely save where they can see what we're saving so they can spend it once more. How the banking system works and all of that. It's just something I really don't like. Together with that, Trump's extra $400 unemployment benefits is actually $300 and will be retroactive to August 1st. I don't want to go too far into this. Just want to, again, throw some numbers at you guys and kind of spar with you. That's one article. Another here is retail spending hit pre-pandemic levels in July, but big threats remain. It's the truth. All this stuff that we're talking about here is all subjective because, well, it's all just periodical. Every time we see some big surge or big slump in price, it's always, just for a small period of time. And that really relates a lot to, the situation that the US is in for that specific time period. But basically what we're betting on here, because, all these things that we're witnessing right now, they happen from time to time. What we're betting on here is that the US is finally going to go out for a move that has never happened before. They're going to go for a move that is so irreversible that it's going to break everything and change the system completely. That retail spending goes down and now is finally back up to its normal levels. That is cool, but that's not the big matter. And that $400 is going to change to $300. That might have a say in the matter, but again, it's not going to be the case, right? It doesn't really matter for the end goal in our bigger question. 8 numbers that sum up the financial crisis facing state and local governments. $555 billion, 90%, 65%, $1.2 million, $100, $9.9 billion, $150 billion, $1 trillion. And yes, those are numbers. Enjoy it, guys. Of course, I'm just kidding, but make sure you check this article out if you're interested in a little bit more into this type of stuff. I've been checking out every single place that I need to get my full story across to you guys here about, really what's going on in our economy right now, what they're up to, what they're planning behind us, because I know for a fact that whatever happens is going to be positive for my crypto investment. I just know as a fact it's given to me. But what I don't know and what I don't get is really the rest, right? We don't know exactly what's going on and what's happening right now as they're not telling us everything. And also they're making so many decisions on the fly and so many decisions that are really, really bad for us that I don't understand how they can go through. And one of those, as I just said, is the stimulus is a very good system. However, it's taken so much money, right? It's taken so much money that I don't know if it's going to be good in the end. Because people might be happy and like, oh yeah, we got some money right now. We can eat some more. And there's going to be other people who are like, well, I didn't need this money, but thanks anyway. But in the end, though, it could be that it's just a couple of dollars as food right now, that you might enjoy, which you'll pay for way heavier in the end. Because the $12 you're getting, your neighbor is getting as well. I'm talking about $1,200. Again, it can be different, but it's about the idea. The money you're getting, your neighbor is getting as well. And what happens if you give everybody money? Well, people start to value money a little bit less. That money's become worth a little bit less. For example, if we were to give everybody in the U.S. $1 billion right now, would you still go to work for $20 an hour if you had $1 billion? If you had $1 billion, you were the only one. Of course not, right? You have $1 billion. It ain't gonna finish. You most likely have some more important jobs than to spend, your time just $20 an hour doing a job you hate. Most likely, maybe you would go back, but most of the people won't. 99.99%. However, if everybody became a billionaire, everybody out there, then all of a sudden it's the new standard, and your money's become worth a lot less. And it might have to be that you still have to work for those $20 an hour. Maybe, $20 will then be inflated to some huge number once more because, $20 is going to be like, a half a cent if you calculate the inflation then, or like half of a cent, like one hundred thousandth of a cent. You guys get the idea. However, it's also what I'm thinking about right now. Maybe all this pandemical stuff, all this stimulus, all these numbers, all this talk, and all this cash grabbing that the government is doing here is all for a bigger theory. Maybe it's all to roll in crypto. Maybe it's all to ease in. They want to go for everything digital. Maybe they want you to have more money to see what you're going to do with that and kind of test you out because they're trying to get to digital things. Retail spending is back. Well, does that include digital stuff? I actually didn't know about that because digital stuff has just been continuing on, right? Jeff Bezos almost doubled his net worth in the pandemic. That's going up. People are getting more used to digital payments. It's getting crazy. 3 big impact surprises that could slam stocks according to Bank of America. Funny that Bank of America is saying that, right? Because we know the Bank of America Ripple connection. We also know stocks being slammed would be positive for Bitcoin most likely, which would again be positive for XRP. And in the end, it could also be, and that's something I never really thought about, that Bank of America and Ripple are way more intertwined in their partnership than we might think. Maybe they're way further than they make it out to be. Because first of all, of NDAs and also because of progress reports, sort of. Like, they do stuff, and then 3 months later we hear about it. Why? Because, well, they have stuff to talk about internally first, and they also have to test out what they're doing before they're going to tell us, right? For example, if the U.S., the whole U.S. were to adopt Ripple right now, they wouldn't tell us right now. They could either be saying we're going to test Ripple, but maybe not even that, because why would you be telling you're testing it and then, be admitting, yeah, no, we're not going to use it because it's not our thing, we found something better. Because then nobody's going to be using it anymore, and that would be very, very bad publicity for Ripple as well. So maybe it's Ripple that's not allowing them to talk about things until they've really approved of it. It's something to think about. It's some food for thought as well. I'm not saying the U.S. is connected to it all, but it's something to take into mind. That, again, maybe some partnerships are way further than we think. Maybe this is all being put into motion, and Brad Garlinghouse knows a lot more about it than we do. I mean, Brad Garlinghouse knew about banks adopting crypto as well a couple years ago already. He knows more than a lot of us do combined, or everybody of us do combined. Maybe these billionaires are up to something that we don't know either. All I know is they're getting rid of cash piece by piece, and I think they're going for something digital, maybe also to ease into crypto, maybe to ease into CBDCs. I don't know, but what are you doing with your coins, Are you going to give in all your coins piece by piece, or are you going to hold on to them, or what is your thought about that? All right, different side though, flashbacks, are you ready? And it's a way back machine from December 2017, the CoinMarketCap, which has Bitcoin up a little bit at around 11.2 thousand, XRP at about 25 cents, Ethereum at about $460, which I find really interesting to see, right? Because these prices really look a lot alike. So it's a cool screenshot because that's from December 3rd, 2017, just before the big run started. Once more saying, again, these gains here could be insane. Just wait for it, guys. Look at this one. To all-time high for XRP is going to be 1,200%. And it could happen in really the matter of a month if we look at these numbers once more. Then Mickey B. Fresh said on Twitter, move over Chainlink, factual hard proof that Codius has been rebooted with numerous additional use cases for XRP and Interledger. That's already kind of interesting. Ripple and Polysign have always been focused on the enormous potential that smart Oracle networks have. They flat out say real estate tokenization. And it's all in here. Oracles.cloud, the trust layer of the world. Cloud oracles provide secure data into the blockchain that cannot be accessed by the blockchain itself. Oracles give smart contracts secure and reliable access to data. An oracle is a digital agent employed by a smart contract to retrieve and connect it to data and systems outside of the native blockchain. Off-chain, that is. You can ask and subscribe oracles for any type of signal. SMS payment globally using Interledger over SMS. Stream payment, JavaScript API which allows stream micropayments in real time using the Oracle Interledger protocol. Security and real estate tokenization. Real estate has always been a prime candidate for tokenization. Deals are slow moving with a small number of participants. Secondary trading of frictional ownership is sparse or non-existent, and expensive capital distributions occur often. Real Estate Oracle provides the blockchain technology over XRP Interledger protocol that makes it easy to create, distribute, and manage security estate tokens on an ongoing basis. So that's kind of a strange connection, right? What's going on there? And then the Internet of Value. DLT can be used to represent the supranational digital liquidity of all assets, including real estate, stocks, derivatives. Our mission is to build support for the global standard for institutional digital asset custody, release the full spectrum of digital assets and is designed to scale to trillions under management. Very interesting. It goes on a little bit further, guys. It goes on for actually a whole ways further. And I'm going to just quickly read what he says, not the articles themselves. This website, which is set up as a placeholder website, is only direct source of information. Besides, it is being blatantly obvious in the last two paragraphs, verbiage and XRP/Uniledger. I made one more additional tie to Ripple, zero doubt, 100% real verbatim quote about QR codes. Again, just screenshot it or pause it for a second and read through because it's pretty damn crazy to see the connections here. You can see QR code. This one, the QR code, it's really connected. Japan, right? Japan tourists visiting Thailand. It's on the website, so the connection is definitely there. Then here again, just check the connection out for yourself. It's pretty damn crazy to think about this. Oracles.cloud, this is the link to the webpage the screenshots are from. Here are some of the matching developments on Codia's GitHub. Smart oracles hosted in sandbox servers and cloud can be configured in all different arrangements from different use cases. Polysign blockchain is the key to allow all this to be done. Smart oracles are the missing link. And then again, guys, check it out. Check it out. You can pause it real quick if you want to check the connections here because it's all there. It is all there. Ripple tech, and again, guys, we can read this for another hour, but let's just read this and then we're good. Ripple tech stack underpinned by 3 open source technologies. Ripple and Polysign never abandoned smart oracles. They just had to build out the infrastructure in Polysign blockchain and which use cases. Tokenization, capital markets data, DApps, DeFi, identity, verifying ILP streams. I know there's a good amount of people in community who will see how big smart oracles are. Bridge capital markets. Now we have first hard evidence, multi-use case, and tokenization/DeFi both huge. I like to think a deep dive room on Telegram for discovery and assist to tying Ripple. For all those who refuse to believe Codia's was a key part of Internet of Value and Ripple plan all along, now you have clear evidence. Please don't fall for the quantum financial system garbage, looking in the wrong place at theoretical tech that doesn't exist, baseless speculation. And somebody says here, more BS for XP holders when we guys learn. XP Twin says, why do you see this as BS? What is BS about this? How can you please back up your answer? If you can do better than what Mickey put down, show it on paper. And all I can say about this is it's a really cool find. You know, it makes a lot of sense. And I really don't know how to disprove it just quite yet. And I'm not going to take the time and hours to just really, go through all of this to fact check everything. Because, I mean, why would these guys lie about that, right? What's the point? The only part you can question is what the connection is, but the connection looks really clear. So again, take a look for yourself, give it a little look. Panda XRP just posted, in the report, Grayscale believes that XRP Ledger is positively impacting the payment market with the introduction of unique products that are related to crypto. And again, I'm going to leave it for that, guys. We all know everything's going to be good, guys. Everything is looking good. It's on a good path. Gonna leave it at that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I would definitely see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody, and have a very, very nice day.